This tutorial introduces no-loss list cost routing that was introduced since version 282. There will be total 2 routing options in the interface. We most recommend for new clients to start using LCR. The advantages of the LCR system is that it's more straightforward, there are less steps to do to create a new route, and also it automatically analyzes for you offered codes that you got from the carriers, and the rates that you sell and that you buy from. To start LCR routing, it is expected that you already created trunk groups and entered rates for both buy and sell. Even though you can create routing through LCR menu in the manual mode, where you do not rely on the rates loaded. To access LCR routing, we go to Routing, Incoming Routing LCR. We're going to make this window a little bigger. Then we need to select the client and select the country. We click Display Routing Table, and what we're going to see on the screen is analysis of all dialing codes as we got an offer from carriers and as we defined in Master Dialing Code List. Once again, Master Dialing Code List is your sell list, and that is same for all of your clients. You can manage that through Dialing Codes menu. There is a preloaded A to Z list coming with your new system, although you can manage it individually or ask R&R to upload the entire list for you. Let's quickly run through columns here. We got a first column that defines the number of line. Status would show us whether the route was changed. Destination name, that's the name that's coming from your master dialing code list. This is a destination name, and this is a dialing code from master dialing code list. In the sub codes, it's your line 4. This is a dialing code that is being offered by at least one termination carrier, but you do not have this code in a sales list. They are sorted in a way that it's a longest match. So if we got 374222, it goes below 3742 as we have defined it in a dialing code list. So this is a subset of this number. Not always true, like this one 231 and this is a 234. It's not a subset, it's an extension, but that's the longest match, so it goes ascending. A sell price. If you have defined a sell price under the billing client rates, it will appear here. If you did not define that, you'll see zeros like we see right now. Time profile is always all for now, meaning 24/7 this route will be working. Carrier, 3 fields actually, carrier 1, carrier 2, carrier 3, is defining your outbound carriers for this code. When populated, this 3 fields will include an array of termination carriers that are going to compete to take traffic for certain code. When I say array, I mean this LCR implementation, you have a great advantage of not only sorting carriers as sequence. Everyone goes to carrier 1 and then carrier 2 takes the overflow. You can also define other prioritization. If I click sequence button here, I'll see what kind of other options I have. I have a round robin. Round robin would tell that out of all defined carriers, spread the load evenly between them, and overflow if one of them does not complete. And then we also have 4 options of proportioned routing. This is a percentage-based routing, and it is based how many carriers you have. If you have 2 or 3 providers, then you can define out of these 4 rules. Numbers are percentages of first attempt that are going to be sent to carrier. And this is respectively carrier 1, carrier 2, carrier 3, or just carrier 1, carrier 2. this grayed out is actually a button to copy LCR, and here on the right hand side we have automatically generated LCR based on sell price and the buy price. It appears that now system generates a no route, saying there is no route that would make money. This happens because LCR generated in the system is actually no loss LCR. No loss meaning if you do not have a carrier that offers a lower rate, lower or equal rate that you're selling, then those carriers will not be offered as a termination choice. Because we have sell price of 0, system generated us nothing. Let's try to choose another client for whom we have rates. I can click display routing table, and here we go. This is a different set. So this is an example of a client that already has routing table defined. You would see that all these parameters like destination name, dialing codes, and subcodes remain the same. They will be throughout all of your offers as long as you did not change master dialing code list or uploaded new carrier rate list where we have new dialing codes defined. Okay, let's review this report again, and let's take this line as an example. We now have a selling price defined for this client, and this 079. System found that there are 3 providers offering this dialing code at a rate equal or below than we're selling. And we have abbreviations of those carriers placed right now in the routing in a sequential mode, in clearly ascending rate. This is basically what the system also suggested us, but look at the line above. We have a dialing code 37410, which we're selling at 8.3, and system suggested LCR, saying that put this 3 providers in sequence, and their prices are for 2, for 3, for 4. The system generated it based on the rate offered, a dialing code, and a quality flag. If you want to go with offered LCR suggestion, you can click Copy LCR button, and you will see that existing carriers were replaced in that same positions as we have in offered LCR. When we made a change, you would see that status changed to queued. It means that there is a pending change that we enforced. What else we can do? Because system will always recommend us a sequence prioritization rule. We can say there's a 3 carriers with pretty close rates. How about we're going to try round robin between them? And we define it in the prioritization rule. And so forth, we keep going analyzing the routes. Let's pay specific attention to, let's say, this line. This line tells us that, actually I just changed that. It was a no route, but there are routes offered by a system. Let's say we take the offered routes. I again click the copy LCR here, and we got the same positions of carriers as we had offered in the LCR. Let's say you're not happy with this. You do want to change and not accept this carrier. Every position in your routing table is clickable. And when you click it, what you get all the carriers provisioned in your system that are shown with the offered rates for this dialing code or no rate, if there is no rate, including carriers that have rate above the one that you are selling. So in the manual mode, you can put any carrier to be the termination for this dialing code. Let's say we wanted to keep it blank. We only want to have 2 of these carriers, and I want to use a rule 70-30. That would mean 70% of first attempt will go to carrier VAG, and the 30% of first attempt will go to TMC. Also note that if VAG cannot complete a call, it will overflow to TMC. TMC has no overflow because there's no carrier behind that. The calls will not overflow from TMC further or to VEG. Because we made a change, you would also see that this parameter changed to queued. Now it's important to review what has changed with our rate changes. The way system works, we do not create an individual route per code. We create change only to a dialing code that was defined, meaning that if there was no route to codes that are longer than 3743, they might have changed when we effected this rule. To make sure and see how your final routing table would look like, we need to click preview. In this case, you see that all the rules are the same as they were. So we're only changing then the rules that we explicitly modified. When I click apply changes, it goes momentarily to processing and then to completed. I have changed rules, already affected them into production system. What else we can look here? We have an export routing button that would take this table and put into CSV file for your maybe remote analysis. Copy LCR all button will trigger copying of all the rules. Thank you.